Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. It's Harden with the drive. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Steven Adams picks one up.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quit in this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
Now here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Here's Morant after the made shot from Joe.
Oh, my goodness! Come on now.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
A nice shot by Tucker. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And Morant throws it down.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Bain kicks to Brooks. Down low. Here's Adams. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Morant passes to Bain. Morant outside. Over Harrell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here is Harris. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray. Harris has got 6 points.
Yeah, you know, the three-point range Harris has added to his game makes him that much harder to defend. He always is somebody you've got to be aware of.
Harden against Morant. On the wing, Jackson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Adams. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town. Nice touch there near the hoop.
Morant scanning the floor. And it's Brooks in the corner. Morant against Harden. Here's Jackson. That shot missing. Great D that time from Harrell. Hey, Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city, so they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Morant with a wide open look. No good from outside. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 10-point game. Harrell kicks to Harris. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Bane. And here's Harris from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Philadelphia. Finally a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Aldama with the center position. Kennard finds Jones. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
There aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him, and he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
Drives to the hoop. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got his first bucket in this one.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Philadelphia leading by 18. Here's the three. It doesn't go for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Outside Williams. There's the pick. Takes the three. That one misses. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. McDaniels passes to Maxey. It's Dedmon top of the key. Melton against Kennard. Here's Dedmon. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Clark outside. Back to Jones. Passes it to Aldama. Clark outside. Ball stolen. Niang, no good. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Melton passes to Niang. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
A nice shot taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with a steady one-hand jam.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Nice move. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
It's stolen by Jones. There's Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Deadman. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Niang. Back to McDaniels. Aldama with the rebound. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime.
Your Sixers, 39. The Grizzlies, 21.
There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
They've got Tobias Harris. Embiid is out there with Harrell. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Harden in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers, the past few seasons, have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years.
Harrell kicks to Harden. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Offensive rebound. Here's Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
And Embiid drops them both. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Harden kicks to Harrell. Harris looking it over. Morant with the steal. Outside Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. Back to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Out to Brooks. Just 2 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And there's the pass to Bain. The 3. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Embiid. Oh, and the chin by Embiid.
And you guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. The crossover. Harden with the defensive effort. The 76ers leading by 20. Pass to Harrell. Plenty of space. Brooks grabs the board.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Bane passes to Jackson. Morant outside. Puts the move on and finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Tucker, the pass to Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the third. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill. Incredible. James did win an assist title.
Here's Bane. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, out with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit. I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Morant kicks to Bane. Feeds to Adams. And Embiid with the block.
Incredibly light-footed at 7 feet tall. Embiid can cover a lot of ground defensively.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid drives in. And Embiid throws it down.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
Morant passes to Adams. The dish to Brooks. In the corner, it's Bane. He feeds it to Adams. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Morant outside. And they recover it. Jackson down low. Harrell on him. And a wide open look for Bane. And the three ball is good. Bane's got 5 points in the quarter.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Here's Embiid. And blocked by Bane. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding a big 18-point lead to close. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Bane finds Morant. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Harrell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
You know, what's great about Harrell is his ability to deliver whatever his team needs. I mean, he's the ideal guy to have coming off your bench.
And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
Bane passes to Adams. On the wing, Brooks. Pass to Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes to Morant. Over Harden, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Philadelphia ball.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Harris against Morant. Now the feed to Embiid. Pass to Harrell. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden to pass to Tucker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
Tucker does not shy away from contact. As a matter of fact, he embraces it and looks for it. Plays with a lot of force.
Both free throws good from Tucker. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Morant dishes to Brooks. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And here's Tucker. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
You know, every year Embiid seems to kick his scoring up just a notch. I think he realizes how dominant he can be.
There's Jackson with the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Harden outside. Fires the 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They knew this was coming. Harden can't just let that last 3 go. Way too competitive for that.
Out to Brooks. Now here's Morant for 3. No good. Shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Harris passes to Tucker. Harden outside. The pass to Embiid. There's the triple. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, that's the kind of competitive spirit Embiid plays with. I mean, if you knock one down on him, he's looking for you the next trip down.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
For Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Tucker, the pass to Harden, kicks it to Embiid. They get it back, shakes him, and Embiid throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Here's Jackson. Out to Morant. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Now here's Harrell. He dishes it to Embiid. Harrell, the pass to Embiid. Back to Harrell. Off with the layup. The three from Morant. Off target. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
On display for both sides, and that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. We've got Paul George, Marcus Morris out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Zubats in at the 5, down low. Harden against George. George with a steal. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Now here's Leonard. To the inside. Covington finds Leonard. Back to Covington. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Sinks the tray.
Well, Harden will do this all day if the defense lets him. His efficiency from the arc can be devastating.
George passes to Zubats. Back to George. Leonard on the wing. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Tucker. Pass to Embiid. Outside Tucker. There's the drive. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside Covington. They get the rebound. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. It's Embiid penetrating. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And the jam by Covington.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
George against Harden. Harrell, a screen on George. Harden fires away from outside. The Sixers again can't hit.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
George for 3. No luck on that one. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Embiid with it. Guarded now by George. Embiid drawing the double team. Harrell, the open look. And another miss by Philadelphia.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the score by the Clippers. Count that bucket.
The control and focus from Embiid, able to absorb hits from the defense and still finish.
George passes to Zubats. Morris on the wing. Pass to George. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Paul George dunk contest. He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Harden against George. From behind the arc. The shot won't fall.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Leonard, left side. Launches it. Philadelphia grabs the miss. 3-on-3. Tucker, no good. George outside. Outside Covington for 3. Drops in the 3. Covington's got 5 now.
Beautiful stroke off the catch and shoot from Robert Covington that time.
Embiid. Down low. Here's Tucker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game. Inside. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Leonard. Outside Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Well, if you look up 3 and D in the dictionary, you might see a photo of Robert Covington. He's bringing that spacing to his offense.
Harden from outside. No good on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Mason Plumlee out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Here's Niang. Over to the wing. Right side, Maxey. Pass to Dedmon. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Highland. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Now here's Melton. And here is Maxey. Pass to Dedmon. Nifty move. And he hits the jumper.
And with his height and his touch, he can be deadly from mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area. Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
The Sixers trailing. Up top, Maxey. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Dwayne Dedmon.
As he continues to develop his offensive skill set, Plumlee is going to draw more and more fouls like that.
And he sinks the second.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
Melton passes to Maxey. And the three-pointer goes. Maxey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, BA, and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Now here's Harris. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And Harris throws it down.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
George with it, now guarded by Harris. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And so here are the Clippers. They trail by 3. Pass to George.
And there's never been any question about the value of Embiid's defense. And as one of his teammates, it's a great feeling to have that kind of defender beside you.
2 points. That one goes.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Over to the left wing. Here's Tucker. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Tucker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. George against Harden. And the jam by George.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Leonard for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
George outside. Pass to Leonard. 46 seconds left in the second period. For 3, George sends it home from three-point land. George has got 7 points.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
Embiid with it. Give him 8 points now. Here's Harold. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
The compliment that Harold gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker, and that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate.
3.
Philadelphia has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Harden, the pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
The focus of the defense. I mean, James Harden was able to use that attention and turn it into a hoop for someone else.
Here's George. Zubats controls the rebound and the putback. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Your 76ers, 25. The Clippers, 27.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you look at Joel Embiid. He's playing really well right now.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
They've got P.J. Tucker, Tobias Harris out there with James Harden. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Embiid in at the center position. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half.
Few guards in the league can carve out space on the interior the way Harden does. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here is Harrell. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And Harden with the slam.
Oh, you cannot allow Harden this type of positioning because he's going to dunk all over you when you do.
Here's Highland. Pass to Powell. Here's Highland. Batum outside. And again, it's the Clippers. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
For Philadelphia, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. On the wing, Harden now covers to the wing, right side. And Embiid gets the double team. 6 to shoot. And Harden gets it to go on the assist by Harrell. Harden's got 9 points.
Harden just loves scoring through contact. He seeks it out while trying to get fouls on his shooting attempts.
Batum outside. To the middle. Plumlee. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assisted by
He's got 5.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Make some noise, fans. The last man gets the green t-shirt.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Philadelphia 76ers ENB.
The 76ers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Shot is up. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third.
I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
And slammed it home. And the foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
Hits the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 9.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. 1:56 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. George, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Harden. Embiid inside. He's guarded by Zubac. George against Harden. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Embiid can't hit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Leonard can't get it to go.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Harrell passes to Harden. Harris with it. 1:03 left in the third. Harrell. Good D by Covington. Los Angeles has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6.
And he'll eat up ground in a hurry. Covington running the lane and getting out on the break.
Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Tucker. Out to Harris. Harrell, a screen on Leonard. And here's Harris outside. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. George passes to Covington. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Pulls it from 20. Embiid misses. Now George. He's got 10. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
5 ticks left in the third quarter. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
What an athlete, as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers.
Fans, how about a big round of applause for your Sixers youth.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so here is Philadelphia. 11-point game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. We've got Nicholas Batum. He's out there with Mason Plumlee. Eric Gordon is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And that one drops.
Batum knowing how to get to the rack.
Maxey passes to McDaniels. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Up top, Batum. A shot from the high post. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Melton passes to McDaniels. Dedmon finds McDaniels. Back to Dedmon. Just 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup.
Used to shooting through contact. I think every big man gets that kind of treatment. Dedmon, nice finish.
That's his first personal foul. First
Here's Highland. Maxey covering. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Highland. Out to the right wing. Here's Batum. Knocks down the long J. Batum's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's where Nicholas Batum is so dangerous. Man, if he was in boxing, he could be a corner man.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Dedmon. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
The 76ers have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Now Maxey. Back to Niang. This one for 3. Rebounded by Highland.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And the improvement of Tyrese Maxey's three-point shot from his first season to second year, just unprecedented. He improved by over 12% with a huge increase in attempts as well.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And for a player with the speed and quickness of Maxey, Grant, leveling up that three-point shot changes everything for him.
Oh, so true, B.A. It becomes pick your poison with him. And it put him in a conversation last year for most improved player.
Now here's Harris. Driving in. It's good.
Tobias can take you off the bounce. He has that strong face-up game and creates offense that time.
Leonard outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The kick out to Morris. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And the Clippers miss again.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Zubac against Harrell. Left side, Tucker. Back to Harrell, to the paint. Tucker, the pass to Embiid. And so he draws the foul. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
And even with
The previous play
we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The 76ers making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Good on the first, and that brings him with an 8.
76ers, ENT.
Good on both. Now here's Leonard. George outside. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And Harden with the slam.
And there is no way anybody else is taking that shot. I mean, when it's crunch time on a big possession, Harden is always going to be that guy.
Now here's Covington. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
George passes to Morris. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fit.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Allie LaFoot.
matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And the Clippers starting five. We've got Robert Covington. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the small forward.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Morant against George. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to put the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Covington wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Covington's got 5.
Robert Covington has put in the time to make himself a long-distance threat.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now, here is Morris. Back to George. Down low, stolen by Brooks. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris looking over the floor. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Leonard to the wing right side. Zubac finds George. Back to Zubac. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant with the ball.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Jackson, a screen on Covington. Leonard against Jackson. Out to Morant. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. To the inside. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Of course, there's some pretty cool stories right there about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And Morris throws it down.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
So it's the Grizzlies now. They trail by 6. Here's Bane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now, here is George. No points in the game yet for him.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
And they're able to recover. Morant with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Leonard has it in the corner. The pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George against Bain. Zubac. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant surveying the D. Jackson in the corner. Kept alive. Here's Adams, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Don't you love how fierce Steven Adams is on the glass? He's always working for positioning.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Powell is out there with Batum. Then it's Plumlee, then there's Gordon, and it's Highland in at the 1. Inside, shot clock at 6, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Outside, Jones. Clark, a screen on Gordon. Jones, no one around him. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Highland. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Clark finds Williams. Back to Clark. The kick out to Williams. Kennard against Gordon. Fades away. It's hauled in by the Clippers. To the paint. Here's Batum. And the dunk by Batum.
Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he shows you his ups. Go ahead, get up, Nicholas Batum.
Here's Jones. And he uses the glass on the lane. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Here's Kennard. Following the basket by Nicholas Batum.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Powell, no one around him, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that three, the more the floor opens up.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Yes, that goes in. Aldama's got his first bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Passes it to Batum. Pass to Highland. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jones.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Batum passes to Plumlee. Shoots it. That shot off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Talking about Batum, that buyout door seemed to really rejuvenate him.
It's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to LA, and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused him.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. So for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 4. George looking around. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 5.
I always feel like when Paul George rises and fires from 3, he believes it's going down. Great confidence behind that 3-point shot.
Nobody near Leonard. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Yep, that one goes in there.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
George against Morant. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. It's stolen by Adams. Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. Leonard with the steal.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Zubac has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, David, thank you.
Your Grizzlies, 27. The Clippers, 38.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Morant outside. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And then Morant grabs it in.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Outside for George. And he drives in and hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's Adams. The Clippers getting the bucket. Lock at 6. Morant passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
Here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Now, here's George. 9 points in the game so far.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
To the middle, here's Adams. A shake. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Jackson. The 3 from Morant. It's hauled in by George.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Here's Covington. He's got 5. It's good.
Since Covington has arrived in the league, he has come such a long way in his overall game. Great interior work there.
Bain against Covington. Bain kicks to Jackson. Back to Bain. Out to Morant. The 3 balls. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Shot clock at 5. Covington with the bucket.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Brooks with no one around. Morant kicks to Bain. Second chance shot. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists tonight.
High-level passer, even for a point guard. Morant shows the imagination.
Now here's Zubac. 12 points for him. Morris, left side. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Down low. Here's Jackson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
16 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Highland, defended by Jones, and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies, Brandon Carr.
Here's Jones. He's got 7. Going inside. Pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. We've got Gordon. Norman Powell is out there with Batum. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the point guard. And the Clippers have possession following the score by Memphis.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Jones for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Powell. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Gordon against Kennard. To the right side. Clark kicks to Williams. Off target with his 3. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Gordon. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
To the left wing. Clark, the pass to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Jones, the pass to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Clark's got his first points of the night.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Here's Morant. Misses from short range.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
A 3 from Leonard. It's not going to go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. Outside, Payne. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Leonard with the steal. Kicks to Covington for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Brooks right side. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Covington passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Outside for Jackson. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Now here is George. A shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant against Morris. And Morant throws it down.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Leonard dishes to Morris. There's a minute left in the game. And Leonard has it in the corner. Leonard against Morant. Can't tie it up as that one misses. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Outside Covington. Lets it go from deep. John Morant grabs the rebound.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Nails the triple.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
George against Payne. Zubac. No good. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Now here's Morant. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 3. 1 second left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Greg Anthony.
action on 2K Sports. And looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads, two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
It's a beautiful brand of ball, for sure. Just a joy to watch. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got James Harden. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Tucker in at the 3. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Harden with it. Pass to Embiid. Pulls it from 20. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Don't you forget, Harden's won the assist title now. This man can pass that rock.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Here's Conchar. Just 5 to shoot to the inside. Adams. And the basket is good.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul of the game. Now Jackson. On the wing, Conchar. 4 on the clock. Back to Jackson. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Montrezl Harrell.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. Left side, Harden. Back to Harrell. Harris on the wing. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Back to Conchar. Kicks it out to Jackson. Second chance effort, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
Outside Harden. Pass to Harrell. Over to the wing. 3-pointer Embiid. Tries again. Oh, the swat by Adams. 3 on 3. Here's Morant. The second effort. And it's laid in by Jackson. Jackson's got 7.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
Harden from outside. Drains the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Memphis leading. Right side Bane. Kicks it out to Jackson. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Tucker, the pass to Embiid. Back to Tucker. 4-3. And the 76ers another 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Morant. Jackson down low. Harrell defending. Poke loose. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Morant, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Harrell down low. Harris on the wing. Beyond the arc. Pure from three-point range. Harris has gotten his second bucket.
Showing the quick hands that time. Harris with the catch and shoot.
Back to Bain. Pass to Jackson. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers. When you think of the 76ers, Richard, they've had so many Hall of Fame players.
Allen Iverson sticks out to me. Growing up, I loved watching AI play. And then when I entered into the league, I was competing against him. If you grew up in the 90s or 2000s, AI was a guy that just kind of changed everything for you.
Tyus Jones is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Aldama in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Jones. Williams has got his first 2 points. Melton against Kennard. Out of bounds, it'll be Grizzlies ball. Well, the Grizzlies shooting at a very efficient 67%. Jones in the post. Maxey covering. Clark outside. Inside. Here's Aldama. And he jams it home with authority.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Here's Clark. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to McDaniels. Down low. Shot to stop the run. Dedmon, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. It's stolen by Maxey. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Niang. Williams defending. Fires the 3. Aldama grabs the board. Fast break. Here we go. Williams' shot is good. And now a 9-point Memphis lead. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there.
I love watching Harden work through these challenges, accepting contact and finding ways to score.
Here's Kennard. Pass to Williams. Back to Kennard. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Tucker. Yes. And a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Clark. Back to Kennard. Clock at 6. Yep, count it. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
You know, only 2 players have won both MVP and 6th Man of the Year honors. Bill Walton and James Harden.
What's interesting is that they won 6th Man of the Year at very different stages. Harden was 22 and still growing as a player, while Walton was 33 at the tail end of his career for the Celtics.
Jones from outside. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harrell with it. Guarded now by Williams. Pass to Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Harrell passes to Embiid over Jones. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, it's such a simple yet effective move. Embiid executing the pump fake.
A line change here for Memphis. And Embiid drops them both.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Jackson finds some space. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Stolen by Jackson. Bane against Harris. Bane, the pass to Adams. 40 seconds left in the half. Jackson outside. Knocks it loose. Embiid with a steal. To the inside. And stolen by Bane. Here's Morant. And the layup falls. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Closer in. Let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
The Sixers with another miss.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
From deep, Bane. And no good. Harden from outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Okay, Allie, appreciate it.
Grizzlies 31, the 76ers 21.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, how about Jaren Jackson? An impressive effort here today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first.
Okay, knockout.
Wow. Showing off that verb. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
And the Grizzlies shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Driving to the basket. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Harden. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 8.
A staple of Harden's attack. His three-point shot is about as lethal as it gets.
Morant drawing the double team. Back to Bane. Outside Morant. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Adams. And it's Harrell with a rebound.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Tucker, the pass to Embiid. Out to Harris. Here's the 3. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's on Desmond Bane.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Harden against Morant. And here's Adams. Jackson outside. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 14.
I think you can tell Jackson Jr. is enjoying himself on offense, playing with a ton of energy.
To the right side, pass to Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Harden from outside. And the 76ers get it back. And stolen by Morant.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Here's Harrell. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
And an impressive passer at the 5 spot. Embiid always has a great feel for when his guys are open.
Up top, Jackson. Outside for Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Taking control of the tempo. Harden won't let the other team turn their last 3 into a run.
Here's Morant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Harrell finds Harden. From downtown, he drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Here's Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Harris.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low. Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Morant against Harden. Lets it go from deep. The shot won't fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Just 2 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Oh, Harris with the block.
Look at Harris getting it done on the defensive end. That's a good sign for this team.
So both teams making some changes here. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Dedmon. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Kennard. What a terrific move that is. Kennard's got 6.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Melton on the wing, defended by Kennard. Niang a screen. The 3 ball. Sinks it from distance. Niang's got his first 3 points of the game. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Kennard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Both shots good from the strike.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Inside. Here's McDaniels. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Clark. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Luke Kennard out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Back to Maxey. Pass to Dedmon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in. McDaniels got his first basket.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Jones finds Kennard. Knocks down the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Maxey passes to Dedmon. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. From deep, Melton. Another three for Philadelphia.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Kennard outside from deep three-point range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jaren Jackson.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Oh, he's a crowd favorite. This building is never more alive than when he's at his best. And he was beyond at his best tonight. He had this place going crazy. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He told them, quote, this next stretch could determine the outcome. We can't afford to make a good play on one end and then a bad play on the other end. We need consistency, and we need to stay focused. Guys?
And they stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge.
The previous play.
One thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good. And Embiid drops them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Memphis has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside for Moran. Ooh, Harrell with the denial.
Oh, we talk about Harrell's high level of activity. They're demonstrating it with a great block.
Harris passes to Tucker. Up top, Embiid. Harden finds Embiid. Here's Tucker. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
And that's the thing about a superstar like Embiid. He does have a score-first mentality, but he trusts his teammates. He knows when to make the right pass.
Jackson, the screen. Here's Bane. Cans it with nobody near him. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Good.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Conchar. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:24 left in the fourth. Morant against Harden. And that one's good. Morant.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Pass to Harrell. Harris outside. Embiid with it. Defended by Jackson. Shot on the wing. That one doesn't drop.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Grizzlies.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jaren Jackson.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
Back to Payne. Puts up a three. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Payne.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Back to Jackson. Over Harrell. No good there. And so Memphis takes this one by a big alley. Thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourt. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Maxey. Harrell is out there with Embiid. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Harden in at the point guard position.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Harden. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this is Harden's specialty. One of the best in the league at drawing contact, and yet still able to convert. Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Leonard on the wing. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Greg Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injury. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
Probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully he can as well.
Now here's Maxey. Embiid hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Maxey against George. Maxey looking it over. There's the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Zubac kicks to Covington. Back to Zubac. Embiid with the steal.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
And the dunk by Embiid.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. From deep Harden. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Stolen by Tucker. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. pick by Harrell. 6 on the shot clock. Harden doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Leonard. The Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Batum, good.
Reliable shooting for Batum at the arc. Having offensive options you can count on is so important.
Leonard with the steal. Batum passes to George. And a miss there on the triple. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Harrell. Now Harden, defended by Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Harden kicks to Harrell. The 76ers again can't hit it.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Covington, a screen on Embiid. George passes to Covington. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 6th assist on the night. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The 76ers trail by 6. Maxey into the lane. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Highland. Good D by Embiid.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that high.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Shake Milton is out there with Harris. Then there's McDaniels. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Niang in at the 4-man position. Gordon with no one around. Offline with his 3. The 76ers trail by 5.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Dedmon's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And they pick up 2. Powell's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
Inside, Norman Powell relies on his agility, allowing him to navigate the paint.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Los Angeles now. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Highland passes to Morris. From the arc.
Great defense by Harris. He put in an effort to contest that shot.
This is it to Niang. Harris against Gordon. Harris inside, out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. The layup missed.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Puts up a 3. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. Plumlee in the post. Dedmon's there. Plumlee, no luck.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
The 76ers with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now here's Powell. Dedmon defending. Here's the lob to the hoop. In the corner, it's Gordon. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
Morris outside. Launches a three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And here is Harris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Niang drills the three-pointer. Now just a 5-point Clipper lead.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half. On the wing, Morris jacks up a three. Nailed from three-point land. Morris has got 6 here in this quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well. Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Here's Highland. The pass to Plumlee, kicks it to Morris. This one for 3, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Milton the pass to Niang. Back to Milton. Dedmon trying to break free. A shot by Milton, no good. Los Angeles leading by 9. Now here's Powell. Pass to Highland. Morris outside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
5 seconds left in the second quarter. Marcus Morris has been leading the charge. Thank you, David. We'll be back after half.
Your Clippers, 33. The 76ers, 24.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Robert Covington out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Beautiful shot from Robert Covington. He knows when to take the mid-range jumper.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Timeout call the 76ers. The 76ers trail by 14. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Tucker's got his first 2 points of the night.
If you're the defense, that can't happen. Tucker got ideal positioning inside.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Embiid.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. George looking around. Batum passes to Covington. Outside, George, 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And here's Covington from the arc. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Maxey. And that one's good, George.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed. You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now George. And it's George finishing it off.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Here's Embiid, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Covington from downtown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Covington's got 5 points now this quarter.
Quick attack by Covington, not giving the defense a chance to get all over him.
The 3 from Harden. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Batum inside, guarded by Harden. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The 76ers trail by 8. Driving inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
The 76ers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's George. Stolen away. Inside, and Embiid throws it down.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
Right side, Leonard. There's the triple. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 17-7 run. And Embiid throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. 51 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Harden way outside. That shot off, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. George double-teamed. Covington wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. It's Harden with the drive.
And the ongoing league debate. Who's the toughest guy to guard? Harden's name always comes up.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Maxey against George. Pass to Zubac. It's Covington on the wing. To the middle, here's Leonard with 2 seconds left. Misses at the rim. Guys, Robert Covington firing on all cylinders so far for Los Angeles. He ends up dropping. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Joel Embiid, Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Harrell, and it's Tucker in at the 3 spot. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers, leading by 5. He kicks it to Covington. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Covington, a screen on Maxey. Outside for Batum. Good on the 3-point shot. Batum's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Los Angeles. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Embiid with it. Passes it to Harrell. Out to the right wing. Picked by Harrell. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden has a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Covington dishes to Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
The 76ers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Leonard against Embiid. Zubac, a screen on Embiid. And here's Leonard from 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. That they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
First personal foul.
The free throw drops for Leonard. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Zubac with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Leonard with no one around. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Leonard looking over the floor. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
George. And George with the stuff.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kawhi Leonard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Philadelphia has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Maxey. And it's Kawhi Leonard with the three.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Maxey.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Kicks it out to Leonard, shoots the three, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Steven Adams out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Jackson in at the 3. Bane, the pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. And then Morant with the dunk.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
George outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
He hits the second from the line. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And Covington, here we go. Good D by Clark.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Outside Bane. Down low. Here's Adams. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
George passes to Covington. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. For Memphis, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Bane. Lets the 3 fly. The Clippers grab the miss. George with it. Guarded by Morant. George passes to Zubac. Leonard for 3. Nails it from 3.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Pass to Adams. Here he goes. Ooh, nice D from George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Zubac screen. Covington passes to George. Here's Batum. Offline with a 3. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Clark with a screen on George. Pass to Adams. Clark outside. Back to Adams. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Bane. Oh, Leonard with the block.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
And it's good for 2.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Out to Covington. Fires for 3. Pass to Batum. Back to Covington. Batum gets the bucket.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
George against Morant. To the inside. Oh, George with a steal. Batum, the pass to George. Covington against Clark. Leonard right side. Batum finds Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Morant against George. And it's Morant off the drive. And he makes it. Morant's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
George for three. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far. On the take. Pass to Bain. Takes the three. Drills it from deep. And that ties it up.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And here's Zubac's outside. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. It's all tied and lost. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Williams in at the three. Here's Highland. Back to Plumlee. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
He's not the biggest scoring threat. Plumlee does have the size and athleticism to cause defenders some problems down there.
Here's Jones. Tillman in the post. He's working on Morris. Tillman misses. Now Los Angeles with it.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
And we're now
well into the right direction.
Now here's Morris. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Plumlee a screen. Gordon the pass to Powell. 5 on the clock. Here's Highland. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Kennard against Powell. Pass to Tillman. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Now here's Jones. Kicks it out to Kennard. Right side Jones. Pass to Aldama. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Defense. LA basketball.
The Clippers trail. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here's Jones. Pass to Aldama. Shot clock at 6. The three is up. That one no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Highland. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Morris outside. Here's Powell. And yep. Morris has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Right wing from deep. Fires in the triple.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Oh, nice shot by Morris.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Jones. Here's Tillman. Now here's Kennard. And that one is hammered home.
And Kennard saw the opening, got up there, and really threw it down.
Powell in the post. Williams defending. Kennard against Gordon. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Which can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Nice shot by Kennard.
Good job by Kennard. He makes the read, and that's an impressive play just to get to the inside.
To the middle. Here's Plumlee. Banked it in off the glass. Plumlee's got 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Ooh, Morris with a steal. And the first half comes to a close. Thanks, Allie. After
Your Clippers, 23. The Grizzlies, 23.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Memphis has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game.
Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while, but don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Paul George, and it's Zubats in at center. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And with Highland, the fearlessness he brings. It's what makes the fans love him, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., I like the Bones nickname, by the way, but this energy, it's infectious, and that's what Bones brings to the game. And when he gets hot, this guy tends to stay hot for a long time.
Adams. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting a solid 53% from the floor. And the dunk by Leonard.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. He takes it in. And then Morant with the jam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Morant. Pass to Bane. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Now Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
The free throw drops from Zubats.
At the line for your Clippers.
And Zubats drops them both. Memphis leading. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Jackson. Moran against George. Shot clock at 5. Morant, the pass to Adams, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on even to Zubats.
Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Jackson against George, and the foul called on Nick Batum. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. The three from Bain. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Jackson outside. Outside for Moran. They get it back. Goes back up. Jackson, the pass to Adams. Great D that time from Zubats. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Covington with it. Jackson in his pocket.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Leonard. Double team on Leonard. Back to Covington. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And stolen by Clark. Bain with it. Clark with a screen on Batum. Here's Bain. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bain's got 5.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
A nice shot by Zubats.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Moran against George. Pass to Adams. Back to Moran. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Covington. And stolen by Moran. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Now here's Moran. 11 points in the game. Here's Bain. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now here's Covington. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Batum. And the Clippers miss again. Outside Bain. Here's Clark. And so it's Memphis earning this break in the action. Up 10. They're key to and while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. On the court for Memphis, Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brandon Clark out there with Steven Adams. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. Memphis has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Outside Moran. Pass to Adams. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the jam by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Here's Moran. And then Moran with the dunk.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah. His teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Now here's Clark. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Covington against Bane. Out to the right wing. Here's Batum. He drops it from range.
Batum with no hesitation that time. Coaches encouraging him to shoot that one.
Now Morant. And he drives in. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
George's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Morant against Batum. Timeout called. Memphis.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Hold the right strings. That's what they love to do.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Leonard. Covington, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Outside Covington. And here's Batum, guarded by Bane. For 3, Covington. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Morant. And he's going to the line. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The free throw drops for Morant. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's George, and the jam by George.
You have to track Paul George all over the floor, a 3-level scorer, and he's going to come at you in multiple ways.
Morant against George, and then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now here's Leonard, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, Leonard drawing all the attention there. That's opening up some passing lanes, and guys are finding seams.
Right side Morant. Clock at 6. That one's true, and that's 9 for 12 for him now.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Leonard finds Batum. Zubac with it. He's picked up by Adams. It's George on the wing. Adams against Zubac. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Ball to Memphis.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And here's Morant outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's George. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
He launched that one from way outside.
And just a beautiful looking shot from long range.
From deep, misses there. And so it's Memphis winning this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road